Hey guys and dolls. So today I'm starting my mini series of videos using the Wet n Wild holiday palettes. So I'm starting it out with Snow Sprite, which is one of my favorite palettes from the collection. It has all these beautiful, colors in it that you can use different bases to get more intensity out. Like for instance, I use this sheer chartreuse here, but I use a much more pigmented chartreuse base to make it look a little bit more opaque. So results may vary depending on what bases you use. Obviously, it's a green smoky eye. Most of the smoky eye videos I've done this fall have been like really full Monty smoky with a very dark lid. And some of you made comments that said, I think this makes your eyes look smaller, or I don't like that kind of smoky eye because I have small eyes or whatever. So this is a great alternative. This is the way to make your eyes still appear more open when you are doing a smoky eye, is to just keep the smoke in kind of like the outer corner crease area and then have lighter colors right here. So hopefully that helps. That's pretty much all I really want to say about the look. I know it's kind of cheesy with like the red lip and the green eye and everything, but every now and then it's kind of fun to have a cheesy, just go for it. Just do the holiday look, and I kind of like it. So anyway, if you'd like to learn how to get this look, which is apparently like a Snow Sprite, I have no idea what a Snow Sprite looks like, but apparently something like this. Just keep watching. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take Painterly Paint Pot, and I'm just dipping my brush in. Just kind of like go along my eyebrow, the bottom part here, just to get a nice clean line, and then I'm just going to blend that down. That way you don't actually end up with too much product on your lid, which can happen sometimes with paint pots. People oftentimes apply too much product, and that's how it can get kind of cakey looking. Next, I'm taking the Wet n Wild Snow Sprite palette and a small brush. This is one I have from like an old holiday kit from MAC. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the C technique. So basically I'm going to kind of curve, make like a C shape from my lower lash line up into my crease. Like that. And I'm only going to take it until like the inner, like 1/3 to 1/4-ish, 2/5. And I'm just going to blend out a little bit with this brush. But then I'm going to grab my handy dandy brush here from Revlon. It's called the Contour Shadow Brush. Got this bad boy at Walmart and it's kind of awesome. Actually went back and bought another one because I liked it that much. Blend that out, and if you need more shadow, add it with the pencil brush and blend it up. Or you can do it with the other one, doesn't really matter. I just find that this works a little bit better for me. Now I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Vanity palette and another like blending brush, and I'm going to use this color here, take this above my crease to blend it out and have kind of like a neutral base for this smoky eye, since it's going to be so colorful. The reason why I chose a more yellow base brown to do this is because something that has more of a red tone would clash with the green too much. So it's kind of one of those color theory things. I should probably make a video about color theory. Next I'm going to take this really super light green from the Cool as a Cucumber trio, and just a big fluffy brush. And I'm going to apply that to my brow bone. This really doesn't end up showing up much in the final look, so you could skip it if you want to, but since I did it to this side, I'm going to just do it to this side to make a match. Next I'm going to take this lighter color from the Vanity palette, and I'm just going to apply that on top. When I do my highlight, I generally like to start at the arch and then share the love with the rest of the portion of skin I'm trying to highlight. And if you've lost a little bit of your green, you can go back and blend that. Add more of the brown, whatever it is that you need to perfect. Now we're going to make paint, because the eyeshadow in here is really, really sheer, and without the opaque base under it, it just kind of I'm going to use my Mayron Tropical Palette. For those of you who don't know about these, basically it's like a water activated face paint. So I'm going to take this bright chartreuse shade here and a little bit of Max Fix Plus and a paintbrush. I tend to like synthetic brushes for using things wet. And I just spray the brush a little bit, and then you just kind of create a little bit of paint. I don't need tons since I'm just going to do like my lower lid here. I'm going to paint it on my eyelid, and I'm going to open up really hard and look down so that it kind of stamps it on. So I kind of know how high up I'm going to take it by doing that. And then I'm going to go back over that with the pencil brush that I originally applied the green. And I'm going to blend out the green again with my big Revlon brush. It's a process. Now I'm going to go back to my Snow Sprite palette. I'm going to use this sheer iridescent chartreuse. To apply this, I'm using a shader brush that I got from the Sephora collection. I think it's called IT and like Intelligent Design or Intelligent Technology. I used to work there. I should know this, but whatever. Yeah, it's the ones that come with a little cap on it. I already lost the cap, so there you go. Anyway, I'm going to apply that on my lid. Really pack it on to get the most color intensity. And I'm going to apply that all over the whole lower part, just pretty much everywhere I put that base. Alright, and I'm also going to use this really dark, like blackish blue color from the Snow Sprite palette. Dipped my brush into it, and this is a very, very powdery, very Fallout happy shadow, unfortunately. So I'm going to go ahead and knock off the excess, just placing it right here in this outer corner. Kind of like, think of it as like the inside of that C that you made earlier. And then I'm just going to feather it in just a little bit, not a lot. For liner, I'm using my Miji Velvet Liner. This is the one that I use in a lot of my videos, and you guys often ask about it. It's M-I-G-I, so one of those shake-up ones. It's very similar to the one from Kat Von D and The Rock, and a few other companies have it. It's basically a marker-style liquid liner with a brush tip instead of a felt tip. I don't like the felt tip ones. And this one also is water resistant, so I really like it. And I'm just going to do a super thin strip of black. Okay, so now we're going to break, and I'm going to apply my face makeup, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm taking the Wet n Wild Greed palette. I don't know why I'm really into Wet n Wild today, but it was just convenient since they're all stored in the same place. Anyway, and I'm using a little shadow smudger brush, and I tapped off the extra, and I'm just going to smudge that right into my lower lash line. Now I'm going to take a little bit of Smolder Eye Kohl from MAC. Sorry, I think that was all kind of out of frame while I was doing that because I was kind of like bending down and doing this. But I actually have a whole video about tight lining, so if you want to go ahead and click right here, I'll have it down in the down bar as well, so you can check it out. And I'm going to take a little bit of the Physicians Formula Green Shimmer Strip Mascara and get my mascara on. Again, I think we all kind of know how to do this by now, hopefully. Okay, so my eyes are basically done now. Now I'm going to add a little bit of blush from Cargo. This one's called Rome. It's like a peachy kind of color. It's a little bit more orange toned than NARS Orgasm. But I'm just applying this on the apple of my cheek and working it back. I think that peach and green go really well together. I almost forgot. I'm going to take a little tiny shader brush like this. Dingy off-white green color thingy, and I'm just gonna pop that right here on the inner corner, really pack it on. That's a little bit of lightness. Always a good idea when you have like a very smoky look to add a little pop of lightness on the inner corner here so that you're not like closing your eye off. And then I'm just kind of fading that like up and into the rest of the eye makeup. Now this look would be really great with like a peachy nude gloss or something like that, but I'm gonna go for total cheese. Go cheese or go home. So I'm actually going to use Hot Flash. This is one of the Milani lip flashes that I recently reviewed. This is the metallic one that's super awesome. So I'm just going to put that on my lips. Apply it on the top lip and then kind of stamped it on the bottom. And then I'm going to take MAC's Brick Lip Liner, and I'm just going to give the lip a cleaner line. And then I'm kind of adding a bit more of the liner on the outer part so that the center part is the part that's really metallic and really shiny. So that's pretty much the look. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I know it's a little cheesy because of the red lip and the green smoky eye. But anyway, have a great day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Remember to be vintage or tacky and cheesy. Have a good one. So, if we could just zhuzh the hair. And now just to kind of balance that out, I'm going to take a little mat off the brush.